Hey there, I thought I'd do a video for my 10,000 mile review. Um, I just hit it. Actually, I'm at 10,002 right now. Um, but yeah, so I've had the car, I got it last May. So it's been under a year. So I'm technically over miles at this point because I only did a 10,000 mile a year lease. But after the nightmare of my previous car, you can watch the videos if you want to. Um, I'm not going into details, but it's a breath of fresh air to have a car that I can rely on and that I enjoy and that has had zero problems. Um, Minimal problems. I won't say zero problems. It hasn't had to go to the shop. They've had to come to me for tire rotations to put that dash piece on. There's been some stuff, but nothing compared to like my last car that was, yeah, again, you can watch those videos if you want. Um, I've been on multiple trips in this car. You've seen some of them for the summer meetup. I've been to Grand Rapids, I think, 3 times in this car. Once for the summer meetup. I mean, I was in Muskegon, but Grand Rapids area. I had to go to Grand Rapids for a family event, and then I went to Grand Rapids also to go see the new baby pygmy hippo at the John Ball Zoo. I took a trip to Pittsburgh in October to go see Sabrina Carpenter. And the car was flawless on that trip. Had to stop once on the way there to charge, once on the way home to charge. Added zero time because by the time the car needed to charge, I had to go to the bathroom anyways. Plugged the car in. By the time I walked from the chargers into the rest stop to the bathroom, got some snacks, got back to the car was ready to go before I was. Um, so I have zero problems road tripping this. I will admit though, now that it's winter, I'm definitely feeling the pain more of not having home charging. Um, well, I should say I can charge in my apartment, but like I don't have an outdoor outlet, so I have to like run an extension cord through my window, like to my car. And when it's warm out, that's no big deal. Like having my window cracks, not a big deal. It's been like under freezing and snowing every single day for I think 400 days now in the state of Michigan. So I'm not willing to do that. Plus, I don't know when they're going to come through with the snow plow, shovels, and all that. During the summer, I can run the extension cord out because I know when they're going to mow the grass and all that, so I can get that done without there being any issues. Um, I'm still enjoying being a member of the Tesla Owners Club in Michigan. Uh, there was a Black Friday event. There was some cars and coffee meetups. Um, Being a Tesla owner in general has been great. I went to they had a holiday like event at the West Bloomfield location. Um, and it was nice being there and talking to people and all that. And we did donations for food and um, toys, so that was great. The car is holding up phenomenally. Um, you know, uh, I have aftermarket wheel caps on, so I don't see any road rash or anything. I don't see any paint defects, nothing. It's been doing great. The only thing is my screen protector. I hit it with my phone, so my screen protector has a little nick on it, and it doesn't bother me enough to see the point of getting a new one. Um, I'm on the latest version of FSD 14.2.2. Been a lot of updates on this car since I got it. I mean, I got it with like 13 dot something. Um, I will admit that I do miss, and a lot of people miss, having speed control. The fact that I can't set a top speed can be a problem. I know, like when I went to Pittsburgh, I had to go on the Ohio Turnpike, and as a person with a Michigan plate in Ohio, you have to be very careful. So when I went on that trip to Pittsburgh, it was right. 14 was out, but I hadn't gotten it yet. So I was able to say, "Don't go over the speed limit." And there was construction every other mile, I swear, on the turnpike. So there's multiple times where I had to be like, "Don't go faster than 55. Don't go faster than 60." Um, and now I can't do that. So I don't know how that trip would go now with the current version of FSD. I may have had to drive myself more, or I may have had to risk exceeding the speed limit more. Um, but yeah, and there's been plenty of updates. They've updated, the user interface for, the Santa mode. There's Grok. There's Grok with navigation now. Um, there's customizations. You can customize your license plate on the UI, so I can put like my actual license plate on there. It still sounds great. Again, I have the. That's the other thing. So mine is kind of a unicorn now, because when I got mine, it was technically a Model 3 rear wheel drive. It was what was kind of the standard at the time. It only has 9 speakers. Since then, they came out with the actual, you know, Model 3 standard, which is now just Model 3, and then they have Model 3 Premium. Technically, mine now is considered a Model 3 Premium rear wheel drive, but the current Model 3 Premium has 7 speakers. I have 9 speakers. So there's 2 speakers in the shelf that are missing. So I have three in the shelf, the tweeters, the door speakers, and then two speakers in 1 speaker in each door, so two in the back. Um, the new one's missing the left and right speaker. It only has one in the center. Uh, I can tell a difference. I don't know if I could. I mean, that system still sounds great. Don't get me wrong, but I just coming from the 9 speaker system, going down to that one in the event I would have to get a standard. Um, I would notice. Uh, Hopefully, I don't have to get a standard though. They're great cars. Just coming from what's now considered premium, going down to the standard would be a downgrade. Um, it's great. I don't I don't want to leave Tesla ever. Which kind of worries me with their latest news with like getting rid of the S and the X, and going more into AI and robotics and robotaxi and all that. I mean, that's cool that option's available. I know people in my life that could benefit greatly from that service. I want to be able to drive my own car still though. Um, so I like having the option right now. I can drive if I want to drive. I can do FSD if I want to FSD. The referral stuff is still great. I feel like because the tax benefit's gone, referrals aren't going as good for me this year. They did last year, but yeah, I mean it's great. Like I said, I'm just having a little issues with the winter, but this is stuff I knew about.
So I forgot to record this while I was in the car with the rest of the video, so apologies for this being kind of out of place. But I did want to point out that the only issue I've had during the winter so far is my right fender camera seems to always get blocked. None of the other ones, all the rest of them are good. The right fender one, I don't know if it's just because the car drives on that side of the road more often. In the version, or not the version, the profile that I choose, which is standard for FSD. But yeah, there's been multiple times where it's like told me the car can't see or it's blinded or it just yeah. So that's the only other feedback I really have for winter is that the one camera seems to always get covered and like salt, like wash up or whatever, like when you're driving. So
I knew not having home charging, I would not get the A+ benefits of having an EV, but I'm still happy. I'm still excited. I want to have an excuse to drive every day, or ride if I use FSD. Um, I couldn't be happier. Honestly, if this was a Model Y in Quicksilver, I would look to buy it out at the end of the lease. As of right now, though, my goal is to try to pay the lease off early, to try to get end of the year deals, because they normally try to do Q4 deals. So I'm trying to pay this off early and do that. I still get a kick out of all the features. I pretty much do the actually smart summon almost every day. I know a lot of people say that's a gimmick, but because I live in an apartment and I have to park in one spot and walk over and all that, with the weather the way it's been, with as cold it is, I pretty much use smart summon almost every time I drive my car. I probably use it more than the majority of people. I have no way to look up the statistics, but yeah. Uh, as far as FSD goes, let's see. 97% of my driving since version 14.2 has been in full self driving, supervised for any government people watching. Um, and the only time I've not used FSD is like it can't park in my parking spot at my apartment, so I have to take over there. Uh, I do have a handicap sticker because my asthma in the winter. It can't park in a handicap spot right now. And it's been snowing a lot in Michigan, and if since I only have rear wheel drive, if it loses traction for 3 seconds, it freaks out, says I have to take over. So you know it it's still great. Again, I wouldn't give it up for anything, but some guy speeding by in a BMW here. But yeah, so that's my review. It's doing great. I'll have some B-roll footage of the outside exterior of the car. Inside's a little dirty. Again, it's winter, but yeah, I'll have some B-roll of the inside of the car too, just to show you how that's holding up. Um, a little dusty in here too, but yeah, I like it. If you're looking to get a Tesla, consider using my referral. It benefits both of us. I get some money, you get some money. Um, you still have I think a week left to be able to purchase FSD outright. If you're going to do that, um, yeah, if you I think you get $1,000 off if you purchase FSD outright, and if you don't, you get 3 months of FSD for free, and then I get a kickback myself, and I can use that for FSD subscriptions, charging, and all that stuff. So yeah, stay tuned for more videos. You know, on my Tesla adventures. It's gonna, I don't think it's gonna be anything else till summer meetup. Uh, and unless something comes up, this will probably be the last video for this. Honestly, just because it's a lease, so there's not much more I can do to it. And hopefully, it's going back at the end of the year to get a Model Y, and then that'll be perfect. Unless I win the lottery and then I can get a Cybertruck because I know they're a little controversial, but I absolutely love the Cybertruck. But yeah, so that's my 10,000 mile review. Thoughts, and maybe not a review, more so thoughts. But that's my 10,000 mile thoughts on my car. Breath of fresh air after the last experience with my previous car, and I'm happy. And I hope Tesla doesn't go anywhere because this is great.